Greetings, fellow traveler. It's been a long time. Across the cosmos, I heard you cry out for guidance. Lately, you've been feeling like your muse has taken a vacation. You've been turning the knob and pressing inward, but the door doesn't seem to want to open. You want to know why. You want to know what you ought to be doing differently. And I, as always, am here to answer your questions. Please, have a seat. I will light the incense, and we will discuss your situation further.
Interesting. Let's take a closer look at the cards, one by one. This first card signifies the question at hand. The Page of Cups normally represents an individual brimming with creative and romantic energy who is attuned with their inner child. A reversed position for this card indicates a blockage or difficulty advancing in one or both of these areas. You may be wondering about a lack of inspiration or motivation in an artistic pursuit, or a relationship that's lost its spark or is struggling to reach the next level. Your efforts to reach the fruit of your childlike desires have temporarily stalled, and that is the basis of this reading. What lies in opposition to you is the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles are an earth suit, and this may represent a person who is pragmatic and steadfast, perhaps advocating for slower and more calculated progress, though these ideas do not necessarily have to be embodied in another person. In context to the query, it may just represent the general practical wisdom of a more rational approach to achieving your goals. Your dreams of lofty ambition are being hindered by a more realistic outlook. The root of the problem at hand is the Wheel of Fortune, which points to the ever-changing tides of luck. What is going great one day may falter in the next, and if you find yourself in stormy weather, know that the sun will shine again. This position indicates that what seems to be lagging right now is only a temporary setback, and that while this situation will come with ups and downs, you needn't worry that the obstacle is long-term. In the past, you've fallen under the influence of a reversed Page of Wands. This card is often considered to be a speedy messenger bearing good news. When reversed, it can indicate slow progress, delays, procrastination, or unexpected bad news. This, representing the past, suggests that perhaps your situation feels like just more of the same. You are quite used to slow starts, and while this is being acknowledged, you should face your expectations forward rather than being discouraged by patterns of the past. What crowns you, that which has evolved from the matter at hand, is the Eight of Pentacles. This is good news, as it is the card for growth and steady progress. Even what seems to be taking forever is surely advancing little by little, and you've achieved more than it seems at first glance. A house is built one brick at a time and is rather useless until the last brick is set, but your toil has not been in vain. Sometimes what seems like a delay is just the gradual accumulation of efforts that will soon pay off. What lies before you in the near future is a reversed Ten of Wands. Normally, this card is a clear indication of overexertion, taking on too much at once, or being pulled in too many different directions. While it is reversed in this case, it does still serve as a caution to release your burdens and let go of that which does not serve you, lest you be tested with a breakdown or unprepared for next steps due to overtaxed priorities. Your task ahead will be alleviating yourself of your burdens so that your inner child has more space to live up to its potential. A reflection of yourself in this situation is the reversed Seven of Wands. This is a card of victory and conquering adversity, standing tall over a task achieved. In this case, however, it is reversed, indicating that you need to search within yourself and draw upon the courage and strength you need to turn things around. The first steps to solving your problem are within. What surrounds you, or the nature of the environment you face, is a reverse Nine of Cups. Those around you have pursued a life of shallow achievements that have left them unfulfilled. The Nine of Cups has arrayed before them all that they could wish for, but the reversed position here indicates that still something is missing and goes unrealized. Do not be drawn in by the expectation to be like these people. If their path has not brought happiness to them, why would it do so for you? Your hopes or fears in this reading can be represented by the High Priestess, the fount of arcane knowledge and spiritual wisdom guiding from on high. In relationships, she calls for patience and connection with your higher self. You seek assurance that the path before you is ready for your footsteps and will not be clouded by uncertainty. The final outcome of what is to be is the Two of Swords. Your options in hand, you face a difficult decision that must be carefully weighed. In the Rider-Waite deck, the bearer of the swords is blindfolded, indicating a reluctance to examine the road ahead. You must make a choice and be steadfast in your judgment. In relation to the rest of the spread, this message is echoed with a need to summon the courage to let go of what has burdened you in the past in order to create an easier path going forward. The choice is yours, but the cards caution you to make that choice with determination and to have faith in that which you have worked to build. Regardless of what it is that brought you here, the cards are encouraging, at least for today, and the message relatively cohesive. If this reading was for you, then I hope you take it to heart. Remember that in manifestation, it is best to behave as though what you seek is already yours. You know what you want, and you've put in the work. Do not concern yourself with worries or the opinions of those around you. You are your own best guide. The deck featured in today's reading is the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Scott Murphy and Melanie Marquise, a delightful witch I've had the pleasure of meeting, and I do use her guidebook in conjunction with my own knowledge when reading with her cards. The images used for card comparisons are from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck, and the historical Marseille Tarot. All decks used are common domain or published by US Games and Llewellyn Books, both of whom authorize limited image use for creative purposes under the DMCA. If you enjoyed this video, I'll be posting 9 more in this set before moving on to another deck and format. Please like and subscribe, and check the links in the description for ways to support me or purchase additional services. And as always, good luck and safe travels.